What We Watch After Dark. My name's Nathan, and today we are going over The Birdcage. It was directed by Mike Nichols. It stars Robin Williams, Nathan Lane, and Gene Hackman. It had a budget of $31 million. It grossed U.S. and Canada $124 million. Its opening weekend, $18 million, March 10th, 1996. And gross worldwide, it was $185 million. So they did pretty good on this one. Now, after all that business has been taken care of, I do like this film. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that it's an 8. And then right now I'm going to show you the trailer. After that, we'll go over some fun facts and then my thoughts. So let's go ahead and roll them.
Pop, I'm getting married. It's a girl. I met her at school. It's this wonderful... Are you upset?
But let me tell you why.
Don't use that tone to me.
What tone?
That sarcastic, contemptuous tone that means you know everything because you're a man and I know nothing because I'm a woman.
You're not a woman.
Oh, you bastard.
Are you crazy? You can't get married. It's out of the question.
We've been sleeping together for a year.
Oh, God. Has he been tested?
Oh, Kevin.
Yes, and so have I.
Oh! Who's his father?
His father is in the arts.
You do an eclectic celebration of the dance. You do fussy, fussy, fussy. You do Martha Graham, Martha Graham, Martha Graham. Or Madonna, Madonna, Madonna. But you keep it all inside.
What does the mother do?
She's a housewife.
Oh, I could play it straight?
You take your knife and you smear. Men smear. Smear, that's it. Yeah. Get the pinky down. All right, hold the knife boldly and with strength.
No, Kevin, I pierced the toast.
Al, you old so-and-so. How do you feel about that call today? I mean, the Dolphins, 4th and 3 play on their 30-yard line with only 34 seconds to go.
How do you think I feel? Betrayed, bewildered?
Call me.
Perfect. Won't you come in?
Senator Keeley, Mrs. Keeley, come here and give me a hug.
I've never felt such tension. It's like riding a psychotic horse towards a burning stable. God, it's a nightmare.
Get up, everybody, and sing.
It's something about the father and Mrs. Coleman. I can't put my finger on it.
It's nothing.
What do you mean?
It's nothing.
It is
Dad,
something.
It is nothing.
We are family.
Something very strange is going
Get up,
on.
everybody, and sing. We are family.
Welcome back. It is a lot of fun. I give it an 8.5. If I said 8 before, I meant 8.5. It is something I strongly suggest people go out and see. It is extremely funny. It's based off of a play, a French play. And that's one of the things. As I'm going through these, man, I'm going to be tearing up some French that I don't know at all. Or just tearing up names in general. So, just letting you know. All right. Well, let's start with something interesting. Casting choices. Originally, Robin Williams was cast as Albert, the over-the-top partner of Armand. But get this, Williams, who just had starred as a man in drag in Mrs. Doubtfire, wasn't too keen on playing another flamboyant role so soon. Instead, he asked if he could be recast as Armand, after Steve Martin, who was originally set to play Armand, had to drop out the director, Mike Nichols, agreed, and it is a fantastic movie that they ended up with. You gotta see it. Anyway, moving on. Then we have Williams and Nathan Lane brought such an electric energy to their roles. But did you know that Mike Nichols himself had a tough time keeping it together during the filming? In the toast scene, Nichols had to be covered up with a sound blanket because he couldn't stop laughing out loud at the performance. Now, here's a little political Easter egg for you. In the scene where Gene Hackman, playing Senator Keenly, is on a ladder, he throws up the peace sign. This wasn't just a random gesture. It was a nod to the former president, U.S. President Richard Nixon. And here's the kicker. Hackman was actually on Nixon's enemies list back in the 70s. Speaking of unforgettable performances, Hank Azario, who played Agor Spartacus, had some great stories about Robin Williams. According to Azaria, the audience, no matter how small, when they were filming at Paramount Studios, most actors avoid the tram tours filled with tourists. But not Robin. He would actually stop and put on a show for the visitors, making their studio tour even more special. I mean, that'd be awesome to get, here you are just doing the family thing, taking a look at the glitz and the glamour, and then Robin Williams does a show for you. That's awesome. All right. Now, we all know I like the cars, and so I'm going to go ahead and list them for the enthusiasts. Of course, Armand and Albert cruise around in a yellow 1957 Ford Thunderbird. It's a classic. Meanwhile, Senator Keeling, his wife, ride in a 1995 Lincoln Town Car. And Catherine, Val's mother, drives a sleek 1995 BMW 325i. And these cars definitely add a touch of style to the already fabulous film. And my thoughts on it, it is well directed. You put two of the funniest men on screen, and it was just delightful. And a very funny way of looking at conversations that sometimes need to be had. Nobody should change themselves for anybody. That's what I liked about it. It was that Albert just dived deeper into himself as opposed to trying to push it down. It was awesome. I miss the days at the Rose Room. Get a good drag show there, man. That's all I got for you guys. 8.5. I hope you do me the favor of like and subscribing. It not only helps me with the algorithm, but it helps me towards monetization. Even though I'm probably looking at another year or so. But thanks for watching. Remember, I love you. Each and every one of you. And I wish you spread that love to other people, and they do, and so on and so forth, and stop the war.